My name is Shawal Qaisar. My father name is Qaisar Ali, and I am a student of KMS. I'm a student of KMS, and I am studying here in class first year. Today, topic of my presentation is cell wall. So, what is a cell wall? We have written a short definition of cell wall. So, first of all, coming towards the discoveries, cell wall was first studied by a scientist named Robert Hooke in 1665. So, it means that he was the first scientist to study about the cell wall. Now coming towards this definition, I have written it: the outermost rigid non-living covering of a plant cell, which differentiates a plant cell from an animal cell, or we can say it is the outermost covering of a plant cell. And it is secreted by protoplasm of the cell. It is secreted by the protoplasm of a cell. So it means that it is going to be secreted by the protoplasm. Coming towards its diameter, so its thickness varies in different parts of the plant. I think we can say that if a plant is strong, if a plant is woody, a plant is having a woody stem and a mature plant, so it is going to have a cell wall, a strong cell wall. And if a plant is immature, a weak plant, so it is going to have a thin cell wall. There are different types or different parts of cell wall. First of all, we can say primary cell wall, primary wall, secondary wall, middle lamella. In plants, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, and in fungi it's made up of chitin. In bacteria it's made up of murine. So what is cellulose made up of? We can say cellulose is made up of complex plus carbohydrates, and as in fungi, chitin, it is made up of chitin. So what is chitin made up of? It is made up of carbohydrates plus amine group. And now coming towards bacteria, in bacteria it is made up of murine. So what is murine made up of? Murine is made up of carbohydrates plus proteins. Now coming towards its parts of cell walls. Primary cell wall is also known as the true wall because it is present in all the plants. That is why it is called primary wall. Its diameter varies from 1 to 3 micrometer. Either it is going to be in between 1 to 3 micrometer. So it is made up of, it is mainly composed of primary cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose, pectic compounds, and hemicellulose. So the primary wall is the first wall which was studied by the scientists. Then the second one, secondary wall. It is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, and magnesium ion, and some silica. It contains some silica. And its diameter is 5 to 10 micrometer, and it lies below the primary wall. Now the third one, middle lamella. What is a middle lamella? As from the name, it is clear that it is going to be in the middle, but it is not in the middle. It is just lying between the two cells. That is why it is called middle lamella, and it acts as a pasting agent and it cements two cells together. That's why it is called a middle lamella. It is mostly made of pectic compounds, polysaccharides, etc. It may be 1 micrometer. So the primary wall, secondary wall, and middle lamella are differentiated, like they are having different diameters. Primary wall is the first wall. Secondary wall lies below the primary wall, and middle lamella is in the middle of the two cells. That is why it is called the middle lamella. But if we talk about individual cells, so it is the outermost layer. It is the outermost layer in the parts of cell wall. So that is why it is called middle lamella. So as I have talked about their diameters, their diameter varies. Like it would be 1 to 3 micrometer, it would be 5 to 10 micrometer, and it is studied by by different scientists that it is going to be thin and 1 micrometer. So that is why it is called a middle lamella, as I have discussed it. Now coming towards the function of a cell wall. As we know that cell wall has a major function in our life too, and there are various functions which are performed by a cell wall. The first one is give shapes to the cell. It means that it is going to perform the first various and important function. It is giving shape to a cell. The second one is protects the cell from harmful materials. Number third, gives strength and support. So it gives the strength and support to a cell. This was all about my presentation. Summarizing it, my topic was cell wall. My topic was cell wall. This I have talked about cell wall, the parts of cell wall, the function in plants, what is it made up of, in fungi, in bacteria, I have talked about it, and thank you. That was all I was going to talk about my presentation and cell wall. Thank you.